You ready?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, big...
Oh,
come
shit,
on.
you messed it up.
Yo, what's up, big bro? All right. Yo, what's up, big bro? Hey.
How's everybody doing today?
How's everybody doing out there in this wonderful sports world?
We are after the game. My name is Anthony Mikos. To my left, Hunter Cobb.
How's it going, party people?
And off the camera is our new co-anchor with us is Aidan Davis. Everybody give a nice round of applause for Aidan Davis. Aidan's finally mic'd up. I don't know why the hell we gave him that privilege. He usually just talks about dumb shit about West Virginia. So
speaking of which, how's that L feeling, Aidan?
All you all know,
I almost just tried to drink my mic.
West Virginia. Who did they drop to? Aidan. Who they lose to? They get their ass beat by who?
They lost by 3 to Oklahoma State. They didn't get their ass beat.
Oh, Oklahoma State's a great team. They're a Final Four team.
They're a solid team. Every team in Big 12 is a solid team.
Okay.
Anthony.
What? Big Bird.
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Got the dub. Hey, and I didn't have to shave my head, luckily.
Eagles brought it home.
Anthony had mercy on me. Thank you.
So
Thank you, bro.
So for everybody, you all know the first podcast I said that if Eagles won the Super Bowl, Aidan and Hunter would have to shave their heads. However, I'm a nice man.
Anthony's just too good of a guy. Anthony's too good of a guy.
I was too happy the Eagles won, so I said, screw it. They don't have to shave their heads. So I'm sorry for all the people that wanted to see that. However, they will not be shaving their heads. But
your boys got the job done.
Yeah, our boys got the job done. I'm super pumped about it.
And a good game. It was a damn good game.
Yeah, super entertaining. I mean, it was like the most...
I mean, like,
most
honestly,
total offense in the
I'm
entire
thinking about it, yeah. I would have liked to see some more defensive plays. Just, like sacks, interceptions, stuff like that. But
what was there, only one turnover?
There were
two.
Two, because the strip sack at the end, and then the fluke interception that really didn't go anywhere.
Both teams had a fumble. Both teams had a turnover is what I meant to say. Fumble and interception. We were
just a better team. We all around played way better.
The difference, while it was a very, very offensive game, like you said, most offensive yards, most yards gained ever in an NFL game ever.
1,100 something.
Your defense was the difference. The Eagles' defense was the difference, and that showed with the strip sack.
The difference would have been any major defensive play. All right. Well, it was such an
that was a major defensive play.
No.
Okay.
It was such an offensive-minded game and a way of playing that any major defensive stop was going to be the difference maker.
And that's what it was.
And that's exactly what it was. That strip sack on Brady was the first. Now, okay, yes, we had an interception, but they intercepted on the 3-yard line. I mean,
that didn't mean shit. And it was tip ball.
It's tip ball, fluke interception. If he wasn't there, he would have never gone in.
Nick Foles is still MVP. I mean,
anyway,
should have given it to Aguilar.
Anyway, like I was saying, either team, if either team got a major defensive stop, that's the team that would have won the game. And the Eagles got their major defensive stop late in the game with about 2:09 left when Chris Long had his strip sack. And won it. Now, Patriots played a hell of a game.
Tom Brady. Hell of a game. You got any stats on Tom Brady?
I'm about to read them off.
Let's hear 'em.
Brady had probably one of the best games of his out of any. I mean, probably played one of the best games he could have ever played. Threw for 500. What?
No. I see. I'm reading your stats right now. I get what your stat is. Okay.
Tom Brady.
Nobody gives a fuck, Anthony.
Tom Brady threw for 505 yards, 3 touchdowns, 505 yards. He broke his career single game record.
Really? He's never thrown over 505?
No. That was the first time that was the most yards Tom Brady's ever thrown in the game. And however, the leader in the entire NFL history.
They were throwing it every time.
Norm Van Brocklin, he's a Hall of Famer, and he threw for 554 yards in a game, and that's the NFL record. Now, if Brady would have completed that last Hail Mary pass in the end zone, he would have beat Van Brocklin by 2 yards. He would have had 556 yards if he completed that Hail Mary pass at the end.
Oh, well, all right. Well, let's think about this. If he had completed the Hail Mary,
they get a touchdown.
Then he'd be in the Hall of Fame, right? He's not in the Hall of Fame.
No, he's not in the Hall of Fame.
No way, right?
No way.
Definitely not.
Like I was saying, hell of a game for Brady. Anybody out there can't say they had a bad game. The Patriots played it so well. Amendola had 152 receptions.
Really, 152 receptions.
I mean, 152 yards off 8 receptions.
That sounds.
So I don't want to hear anything about how the Patriots didn't play up to expectations. Yes, I know.
Oh, yeah, because you're a huge Pats fan, right? Oh, come on, we played a hell of a game. You got to give it to the Eagles. I mean, they played all right. Patriots played a great.
They did.
Why are you saying it like that though?
What is it, Aiden?
You can't take it away from
Aiden what?
What are you trying?
We're not talking to him.
That's right.
He's just.
Hey, do you think Tom Brady's going to another Super Bowl? Because I don't. I think that was his last one.
I think he's done.
I think
he's 40 years old. They got Matt Patricia's gone. Matt Patricia is now the head coach of the Lions, so the defensive coordinator is out.
Well, because he made a huge fucking.
Him and Tom Brady had a great relationship. That's what I heard.
Josh McDaniels had the head coaching job at Indianapolis.
That was fucking funny.
That was crazy. He accepted it, and then they offered it to him, and then he just didn't accept it. Like a day later, after he said he would have accepted it. So now he's back.
I did you hear the thing? I read something on Twitter. It was like some reporter, I don't know, some bullshit, and it was like it was what another owner said, and they were like, yeah, that's just Kraft like fucking with the Colts because of Deflategate and all that shit. Like that? No, I'm serious. I swear to God.
That would be funny as shit. That is the most passive-aggressive thing I've ever heard.
You think they were gonna give Josh McDaniels to the Colts and then take him back because of Deflategate?
No, that's what I read. That's what I read.
Oh my
because
gosh.
they're still fucking upset about Deflategate. I don't know. I mean, take what you want from.
They won the Super Bowl. How mad can they be?
Anyway, back to the Super Bowl.
But Brady had to sit out.
Back to the Super Bowl. I think a player that not many people thought or talked about was Corey Clement from the Eagles.
Okay. He had that one touchdown that shouldn't have been a touchdown.
He had a touchdown that had at back of the end zone. However, he had 4 receptions for 100 yards. He's our scat back, our one cut back. He was in place for Darren Sproles. We picked him up in the draft. From Wisconsin, and he put up 100 yards receiving, and he had a huge touchdown, which is very controversial, back of the end zone. Personally, he was moving his hand up more on the ball. Aiden and Hunter both argued with me to high heaven.
It wasn't a catch.
It wasn't a catch.
He was bobbling the ball. Yes, it was.
No,
it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. And now
he had got control of the ball, took a step, slid his hand.
Yeah, I know.
Up the ball.
That's not having. He didn't have possession of it.
The ball was completely stationary throughout the entire progress.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
It was.
It was moving.
It wasn't
literally
moving. His
moving.
hand was moving.
No, it wasn't. It was the ball
was still.
I mean,
all right.
Let's pull it up right now. But it literally fucking.
Aiden, pull that up. Anyway, we'll keep talking about it.
I'll pull it up.
It wasn't a goddamn catch.
Foles had a hell of a game. 3 touchdowns. He only had 373 yards, but that's because I think our total running game was around 160 when they only rushed for like 113. So our rushing game definitely came in clutch for the Eagles there at the end, just throughout the entire game to set up field goals and touchdowns for Nick Foles to do his work. What about the Zach Ertz touchdown?
That was a catch. Because
Aiden, you think that Zach Ertz touchdown?
And you have to talk into the mic.
Okay.
I was putting it up because I'm trying to research this thing you asked me to research.
This is definitely not a catch.
He throws it up.
Just wait for it. He didn't control it all the way to the ground, and that's what the rule was. That's what the rule. They're supposedly gonna change the rule and all that.
I understand, but there's not.
Yeah. Is there any way we can show this? Okay, cool.
We can show this. All right, so you all will be seeing this play that we're looking at right now. Corey Clement's going in. However, I don't think there's not enough.
The back view is the best view. Right here.
So look, the ball is not moving. Right there.
It is moving. He doesn't. It's move, and it moves when he hits the ground too. That's why it's not a catch. Takes a step, takes another step.
Regardless,
then he's juggling it.
Regardless of whether that was a catch or not.
Y'all won.
We won. Brady has gotten
well deserved.
Brady's gotten away with a lot of more cheap shit than that. So I don't feel any pity for him. Eagles won the Super Bowl. Philadelphia burned to the ground. Broad Street was crazy. Jason Kelsey had one of the best Super Bowl speeches of all time. His underdog speech, which was awesome. Yeah,
pretty good. It was all right.
Super intense. All of Philly's loving it.
Anthony, how do you feel? How do you feel about? I mean, I want to hear because we watched the game together. Yeah, we're all here.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, you weren't as excited as I had expected, and you were very excited. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. You know what I mean?
I just didn't know how to react.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was.
Couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
it was one of those things where you think about it, and it seems a lot bigger. I don't know. When you have time to sit there and think about it, you're like, oh, that'd be crazy. That would be crazy. But when it actually happens, it kind of just hits you, and it's like shit. We just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's how I felt when the Ravens won the Super Bowl.
All right, unplug his mic.
Yeah.
Anyway. I just don't know. I don't know how to react. I still, to this day, I woke up this morning and I was like, we won the Super Bowl. Like every day.
A week ago today.
A week ago today, I was like, we won the Super Bowl. It's just crazy. I just don't know what my emotion is. Like, I'm
because you didn't
an
cry.
utter
And I expected
shock.
you to cry, honestly. Like, I don't know. I think the only thing
I think it was just so much.
the only experience that I have very similar to this is when Louisville won the national championship, and I feel like now I asked you this question last Sunday night after they won. I said, which one is better, Louisville winning the national championship or the Eagles winning the Super Bowl?
I thought about that over the weekend.
Yeah,
this is my philosophy. Okay,
let's hear it, Anthony.
this is exactly.
Has West Virginia ever won a national championship?
Hell no, they haven't.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
got
So I
the
just
logo,
thought
though.
just thought I'd bring it up.
Anyway.
Yeah, your philosophy, Anthony.
Yeah, so
Let's hear it.
because actually I thought about that question. I did after you posed it, and I was dwelling on it, and I had to come up. This is the thing.
Very contemplative. Yeah. Sorry, that didn't make
Louisville
sense.
Cardinals were very successful. They've always been very successful. Ever since I was growing up, the Louisville Cardinals under Rick Pitino were extremely successful. Every year we go to the tournament, I expected it.
Okay, that's fair.
I expected it. I don't expect the Philadelphia Eagles to do this.
That's fair.
In my 10 years of watching them, we've had a losing season probably 8 out of the last 10.
No.
Close. Yes.
I mean, close, but
We had a losing season last year, and then the entire time with Michael Vick, we had a losing season. We went to the playoffs in 2013. We won the playoffs this year, so that was 2 winning seasons. I just don't expect it.
Did you watch when Donovan McNabb was quarterback at all?
Yes, I watched when
They
he was
were
there.
all right.
He was all right, but he had 8
I get what you're
seasons.
saying. I get what you're saying.
And especially coming off a losing season from last year, I don't expect it. So now the level of shock that it brought me this year was greater than the shock that Louisville had. That year we knew Louisville was good. We
Yeah.
knew they had the pieces. Ever since they went to the Final Four the year before that, they lost to Kentucky. in
Man,
the
that was
Final Four.
fucking ignorant.
We-
You can say what you want. You can say what you want about like us cheating, having strippers, all that bullshit. But still, for me as a fan, like that was. I still can't believe it to this day.
It's just all expectation. That's all
like,
it is.
A few months ago, I was just like, I was watching basketball or something. I don't know. I was just like, holy fuck, we won the national championship.
Yeah, we won the
Like,
national
It's
championship.
just crazy. I don't know.
And that's what I'm like with the Super But like I said, at the same time with the Super Bowl,
but I could definitely see. If I were you, I would say that the Eagles Super Bowl was definitely more.
I think so.
important, especially
To me, it is.
because with Louisville, while it is like your hometown and
Yeah.
all that stuff, a bunch of Louisville fans. I'm a
Yeah.
Louisville fan. You know what
And
I
I
mean?
feel like it's
you're,
not
you're
as-
like you're like on your own
I
here,
feel like it's
here in
not-
Louisville, being an Eagles fan.
As bad as it sounds, I feel like it's not
Besides
as special.
Dominic.
You know? I feel like when Louisville won, it's like everybody got it. But when the Eagles won, it was kind of like my thing. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
I mean,
it
definitely.
it just meant so much more to me knowing that.
And
like,
that's why I was surprised that you didn't react as like, even
Yeah.
more than you did. But and I think that was also probably just because there were a few people here and shit like that.
just a
but-
couple. Yeah.
But yeah.
And another thing was that I knew we had the game won after the strip sack, so it wasn't like a last minute buzzer beater.
Yeah,
you know?
true.
Like after the strip sack,
Yeah.
I know I didn't want to say it. I knew we won the game.
Yeah.
So
Everybody
those
watching
last
pretty
2
much did.
minutes, I was like,
The crazy thing is that you all still could have lost.
yeah, I know.
You know
we
what I
still
mean?
could because Tom Brady's just unreal.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anything else? Any last words you have about? the
Any
Super
last
Bowl or
words?
anything?
This is not the end of the Eagles dynasty. I think we're just getting started. Carson Wentz will be back next year.
And what do you think you're going to do with Nick Foles?
I think I was actually reading some.
We talked about this.
Yeah, I was
last
reading.
podcast, but what do you actually think is going to happen now?
I
Now
was-
that y'all have won and all that, and he played fucking great.
Yeah,
It's good. It's
Played
been
great.
great.
What I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna trade Nick Foles to the Cardinals,
Really.
and I think we're gonna get their 2018 first round pick, which is the 15th pick in the draft. So I think we'll
That's
get
a
the
good
15th.
trade.
I think we'll get the number. I will get the 15th pick overall.
That'd
so
be amazing.
First round, 15th
Damn.
15th pick for Nick Foles, and and then we're gonna draft a stud offensive tackle to put in position for Jason Peters' injury, and then next year we'll have every single hole filled. We already signed Alshon Jeffrey. We're gonna re-sign Nelson Aguilar. We're thinking of actually picking up Marquise Lee.
You still got a
in
Jai?
free agency.
Really? The wide receiver, right?
From
For Jacksonville? Yeah.
We're thinking about picking up Marquise Lee.
He had a decent season this year.
Jay Ajayi's not a free agent after this year. We have him signed for 2 years. LeGarrette Blount's a free agent. Cut him. Get money for that. I mean,
Well, you won't get any money because he's a free agent.
okay, you know what I mean. Oh, it'll free up. I'm saying it's
Cap-
it'll free up
yeah.
cap space. That's what I mean. Get money.
I want to say one last thing.
And the last thing, and then we're gonna move on to NBA.
What's Doug Peterson?
Yeah.
Right? Good fucking coach.
Now the thing that scares me.
I've been thinking about. Hold on, let me stop. I've been thinking about what you said a while back about how he went back and looked at all
Yeah.
the film and all that stuff. And that's really is impressive, and that really is the difference. I think that really made the difference with y'all.
Yeah.
And I mean, You got to give it to him. That's really fucking impressive.
Yeah, I'm not going to say my last thing because it's bullshit, and I know Hunter's going to make fun
Well,
of it.
you got to
So-
say it now because you brought it up.
I mean, the only thing I'm worried about is that the Eagles just fired their quarterback coach.
Oh,
And that's why I didn't want to say it right
oh,
there.
you're screwed. You're screwed now.
He was a great quarterback
Are
coach.
you fucking serious?
He was a great coach,
Get that
but
shit out of here, Aiden.
we're moving on.
Yeah, man.
Let's,
got a mental clock in
Let's
my head.
let's
Dude.
talk about some NBA.
Let's talk about some fucking NBA.
NBA season. Obviously,
I'm getting into NBA, man.
Dude, I know. I'm telling you, it's
I'm
the
not-
young
I'm not-
stars. It's the young stars that are making it live.
I'm not watching NBA, but I'm getting into it.
All-Star weekends this weekend. I'm
gonna be watching that.
We're all watching it
I'm gonna be
together.
watching that
We're
shit.
gonna get an All-Star rundown as our
My
next,
boy Donnie Mitch, boy.
next
Yeah.
next Sunday. You all can expect a
Bro,
post.
if he
All-Star
wins,
weekend.
the dunk contest,
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell's
That'll be
now in the
crazy.
dunk contest. Took Aaron Gordon's place. Donovan Mitchell has a standing vertical of 36.5 inches. Yes, I knew that was Aiden. Hey, you like that stat?
who is that motherfucker? Wait, 36 inches?
36.5 inches standing.
Wait.
No,
That's 3 feet.
Didn't Andrew Wiggins have?
no step vertical is 36.5.
That's
a
unreal.
no step vertical.
Unreal.
Didn't Andrew Wiggins have like a 44-inch
I have no
vertical or something like that?
I have no
Aiden,
idea.
I
look
think,
it up.
I think it was
Look
40. I think I remember
All right,
seeing
look it
that.
up though.
Aaron Gordon, as you all know, I mean, I don't know if you all know, Aaron Gordon's out of the dunk contest. He was in the previous two, got gypped on both of them. Should have won last year, but Zach LaVine stole it. He's out with a hip injury. And
So who else in it? We got Dennis Smith Jr.
Dennis Smith Jr.'s in it. Victor Oladipo.
Time out. He does have a 44-inch vertical.
Yep.
Is that a no step?
I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I'll look at the video. I'll
You
let
interrupt.
know.
Larry Nance Jr. is in it, and Donovan. And I think Donovan has a really good. I think Dennis Smith's gonna win it.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna win it.
I think Dennis Smith Jr. is gonna win it.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if Larry Nance won it.
I don't-
This is a
can
good. This is a
Oladipo-
good.
can Oladipo
yes,
throw it down?
yes, he can slam. Look at that. Oladipo can slam it.
44 inches.
That's
crazy.
nuts. He's up there. He's up there.
That's ridiculous.
He's taller than you.
Nancy's not gonna win it. I think he's too big.
I'm
I think
3 feet tall.
I think he will.
I think Dennis.
think he's
Smith
too
will win
big?
it. I think he's too big. He's
You know, his dad won the very first dunk contest ever. Yeah.
I
Who
never
did?
knew that.
Yeah.
Who did?
Larry
Man.
Nance. Larry Nance.
Larry Nance. I never knew that.
Yeah, I saw this dope picture on Twitter.
Now going with Aaron Gordon, being out with this hip injury, there has been the NBA this year is riddled with so many injuries. Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
They're expecting him to come back.
I know.
They said he's out till about April 15th, and so he could come back for a deep playoff run, which would be very
Bro,
beneficial
that would
to them.
be crazy.
Gordon
That'd be
Hayward's
crazy.
out. Big notable people that are out. Kevin Love's out. Deion
Look at
Waiters-
this fucking picture. That's his dad.
That's sick. Can we throw this up there too?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll throw this up there.
Okay.
Wait, back to what I was saying with the
Yeah.
injuries, right? Gordon Hayward's out. He's coming back April 15th. That's just saying until April 15th he's out. After that, it'll be just kind of day to day.
He probably won't return. Honestly, he'll probably return later. than that.
Kevin Love's out. They said he's until about March 30th.
Mm-hmm.
And then DeMarcus Cousins is out. We know for the season.
I'm missing Kevin Love on 2K.
Yep.
That's why I lost to the fucking
Porzingis
Nuggets.
is out for the season.
Damn,
Mark-
that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what would be...
John
No,
Wall's
I don't
out
even
till
want to
March
say it.
15th.
I don't even want to say it. And the Wizards are doing so much fucking better without him.
Yeah, they're playing well. The thing is, in the All-Star game, right? So when Kevin Love went out, Goran Dragic replaced Kevin Love in the All-Star game. And then
So how does it, they take players from the East, right? So a
Yeah.
player from the East goes out, a player from the East
goes in? Correct.
Okay.
So DeMarcus Cousins went out, and then Paul George came in.
And Ben Simmons got gypped.
Yeah, well, and then Porzingis went out, and Kemba came in. So now out of those three, I mean, obviously the obvious one is Dragic.
Really? What about Kemba?
I
Kemba
think
was
Kemba's
third to get in.
amazing.
Kemba was the third one to get in.
Yeah, he was. I definitely think Lou Williams and Ben Simmons definitely should have been considered. Now the All-Star game is set.
So who's out from- who's out on
and
the-
John Wall. Andre Drummond replaced John Wall.
Yeah, who's out on the West side? You know what I mean? Has anybody gotten...
Nobody on Steph's team.
Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins, right? He got injured, but he was on LeBron's team?
Nobody on Steph's teams is injured. I think
Really?
Yeah,
all the-
because they're all the people were from the East. It doesn't matter which team they're on. They were hurt, but they were on Eastern teams, so they got replaced by Eastern players.
No, he's saying, but like for for
No. Aiden said what I said. I'm saying like it wouldn't be possible for Lou Williams to get in because no player from
That's
the West
true.
has gone
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
But DeMarcus Cousins is from the West.
Pelicans.
Pelicans are in the West.
New Orleans? They're an Eastern team, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, they're on the East Coast, like east side of the United States. but they're
DeMarcus
in the
Cousins
West-
was replaced
They're in
by
the
Paul
Western
George.
Conference.
Yeah, they're in the Western Conference. Yeah, he's
And Chris
right.
Paul George is in the Western Conference.
Paul George is on OKC and he replaced him.
Really?
Okay, that's what it was. Duh.
What-
I'm still thinking Paul George is in Eastern Conference, but he's not.
Yeah, I was thinking, aren't the Pacers? And then
Yeah.
I was like, he's not on the Pacers.
Yeah, completely forgot he was on OKC.
What are your thoughts on all these injuries in the NBA currently?
Me?
Like
Or
all
Aiden?
of them?
You just in general, like all these major stars going down. Do you think they're trying to do too much? Do you think they?
I don't think they're taking care of themselves enough, honestly.
Well, they play a lot of games.
Yeah.
They play a game
Like
every night.
Kristaps
pretty much.
Porzingis.
It's Kristaps.
Stops.
Kristaps.
Yeah, he's
Whatever.
out for the season.
Porzingis tore his ACL, right?
Yeah, he's done. Same
And
with-
DeMarcus Cousins.
Done, season.
And who else?
John Wall's out till March 15th.
I just think I think they don't have
Fuck
enough
John
time
Wall.
between games. Like, how long? 4 12-minute quarters
What about
per
LeBron?
game.
What about LeBron? LeBron's fine.
LeBron's a machine.
LeBron's honestly no, like not even playing. LeBron's body is so
He's different.
Yeah,
but
that's
I-
why he's that good.
He's
That's
like a
fair.
superhuman.
When's
But
the
I
last
think-
time Michael Phelps was injured? His body is a superhuman. I mean,
Well, he's also a
these,
swimmer.
These freak
What's
athletes.
he gonna do? Tear his ACL in the water?
Nah, you pectoral muscle.
Shut up.
Some I don't know.
These players with these
Shoulder
superhuman
rotator
bodies,
cuff.
no, can just do so much more.
You ever gotten a swimming injury, Hunter?
Jesus Christ, I did. I busted my eardrum open.
That
Yeah,
was a
motherfucker.
diving injury.
Check that out. It was the last
Yeah,
podcast.
he dives into the pool every time, motherfucker.
Not from like however high you were.
You don't know. He's tall. He's taller than Anthony is.
Mm-hmm.
He goes from higher up. His head habits to
Shut
travel more
up.
distance.
So now with all these injuries, we're gonna have to fill those
Aiden, you didn't
spots
take
with.
advanced physics, did you? You took honors.
Honors, Miss.
Yep. Yeah.
What's her name?
That's why
Okay.
he doesn't understand that stuff.
Why not? She's fat.
Liability, Aiden. We don't want her getting raped or
Wait,
anything like that.
Hunter, watch this transition. Watch this transition. All right.
Let's hear
With
it,
all
Anthony.
these injuries, people need new players.
Young players, right?
They need a trade.
Oh, trade
Trades.
deadline.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey.
Tons of
All right,
trades.
so let's start out with the obvious.
Tons of trades.
Aiden, stop laughing.
LeBron's going to the Lakers. LeBron's going to the Lakers. At the end of the season, he's going to be a free agent. He's going to the
Zane,
Lakers. I'm
Zane,
telling
take
you.
him out. Take him out. Hey, Aiden, doors over there.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
Can we get like X's above our heads right here?
We'll see. We'll see.
Like the America's Got Talent
All right,
X's?
all right. So let's start out with the obvious question. All right, who did the Cavs get better? Did the Cavs get better with their trades? What's your opinion? Let's just start with the opinion. All right, we'll worry about stats later. What do you think?
No,
You really?
Mm-mm.
Why?
because they lost a big man. They have nobody down low anymore.
Well, they have Kevin Love. They have Tristan Thompson.
They have Tristan Thompson, which we already talked about in school last week, that he wasn't a solid center. They lost Jake Crowder and they lost Channing Frye, who were the two big guys down low that could get the boards. They've replaced, you're right, they've replaced a shooter because Kevin Love's out, so they brought in Rodney Hood. They replaced their point guard. Isaiah Thomas is out, so they brought in George Hill. But they got Larry.
Channing Frye.
They got
Aiden
Jordan.
says he's just a role player. He just comes off the bench, knocks down a shot.
They got
That's
Jordan.
exactly what he is.
From the Lakers, they got Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance for Isaiah Thomas and Channing Frye and a 2018 first-round pick. They lost that trade. They got Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance for Isaiah Thomas.
They got Larry Nance.
Channing Frye,
Larry
and
Nance
a
is-
2018 first-round
Isaiah Thomas
pick
dropped 22 points in his
and
first
7
game.
assists.
Larry Nance is a power forward, big man.
Yeah, he is. But he's not. I'm talking about center. Channing Frye was a center.
They should have.
Channing Frye,
And
Channing Frye played power forward.
That trade would have been all right if they didn't give away their 2018 first-round pick.
Here's
That's a huge pick for them.
Here's the way that I look at it, though. They got better. Well, let's think about it.
Wait.
The whole
They did get young players.
Motherfucker, let me talk. The whole reason they did this, right? Why did they do this?
To fill the holes because they suck.
No, because they have to keep up with the Warriors. They got to compete with the Warriors. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Warriors have one big center, right?
Zaza Pachulia.
Yeah, whatever. So what? Right?
Yeah, but they don't have superstars.
The rest of their team is pretty.
They need superstars. They don't need No. That's different. It's different because the Warriors don't have a solid center, fine, but there are so many superstars on that team that it evens it out. The Cavs don't have superstars. They have one superstar.
Kevin Love.
Shut up. He's not a superstar.
He's an all-star. He was an all-star this season.
The Warriors have 3, 4 superstars on their team.
Four all-stars. Okay. So LeBron takes Kevin.
They can
Kevin Durant.
even out a poor center for 4 superstars. They don't have that in the East. There's nobody. They're not getting any superstars. Jordan Clarkson's not a superstar. They lost Isaiah Thomas, who was a great point guard. I don't
Not
think
for them.
He wasn't for them. They got better defensively.
That's why they
bunch-
traded him.
They got better defensively, except for down low. On the outside, when it matters, when they have to guard all the Warriors superstars, they got better defensively.
think-
They got rid of their age.
Instead,
They got rid of their age too.
That's true. That's a good point. They did get rid of their age.
They got
Dwayne
a
Wade
lot
out
younger.
of there, and they got Derrick Rose out of there. Now Dwayne Wade, he went back to the Heat. Cavs and Heat traded Dwayne Wade for a future second-round pick. So
I
that's
saw
not
something.
specified
It wasn't
on
in
what
like
year.
2024 or something
They
like that.
didn't specify the year.
I'm pretty sure it was.
They
I'm
just
pretty
said
sure I heard
future.
2024.
However-
Did you hear that?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, but I saw something on Twitter. I thought it was funny. It was like, the Cavs traded Dwayne Wade to the Heat for a first-round pick in 2024, which is when LeBron's son will be like going into the draft. He'll be like 18.
Jeez
so it's like
Louise.
he'll be going in the draft. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
And then the Cavs, Jazz, and Kings had a 3-way trade, and that's when the Cavs got Rodney Hood and George Hill,
Yeah,
and that's when they gave away Jay Crowder and Derrick Rose.
I think Utah made a good trade. I think getting Jay Crowder, they didn't get fucking Derrick Rose. They did, but they just like got rid of him, right?
It was a 3-team trade.
Yeah, and then Joe Johnson was traded from the Jazz. Now, Joe Johnson was traded to the Kings. However, the Kings are expecting to buy him out, and the Rockets are paying the buyout. And they're
Yeah.
saying the Rockets are going to be getting Joe Johnson.
The Rockets
right
are
from
a
the
damn
Kings.
good team.
Yeah, and they lost to Monstrumford. He went to the Kings,
Do you
and
think- do you
the
think-
Kings got a 2020.
Do you think the Rockets will be able to compete with the Warriors in the finals? I think they will.
Yes,
I definitely think they will.
Yeah,
because
yeah, definitely.
I think one difference is they're big down low. The Rockets are pretty big down
The
low.
only- there's
and they can
one-
still they're still fucking
There's
sharpshooters.
one mismatch on the Rockets team that the Warriors will kill. It's the power. It's the small forward. Nobody.
Klay Thompson?
Nobody. Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
You can't. There's nobody because if you put
That's a good
Harden on Thompson, shut him down. Chris Paul and Curry. Who has Durant? Trevor Ariza. Trevor Ariza's hurt.
The other dude, Green. You know what I'm talking about? Who had the R braided into the back of his head?
Not Jeff Green.
Gerald Green.
Gerald. Something
We don't
like
even
that.
know his name, and we're expecting him to.
No, but
lock
he's not.
down
He's
the
not
solid.
second best
He's solid.
player in the
And
NBA.
he's good defensively. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Clippers
I think
won it.
he'll be all
I
right.
don't. I think Blake Griffin. His career is over. I mean,
Really?
Are you joking?
Blake Griffin needs to go to a big team. That's the next move he needs to make.
I disagree.
I think he's fine. I think he's going to do all right. I mean,
he just needs to stay healthy.
With
Yeah.
the Pistons, you think they're going anywhere?
in the East, anything can happen in the East.
Blake Griffin's good enough to move a team and to excel a team into a.
That's what he's trying to do with the Pistons.
He's not going, and that's
With-
what I'm saying. The Pistons have nobody. The Pistons
Are you
have not
joking?
been a threat forever. All
Because
right,
they're trying to fill holes.
they've
They've
got
had
a lot more
Andre
holes to
Drummond.
fill than
They've
they
had
have right
Andre
now.
Drummond be their centerpiece for the last 5
I'm
years.
talking about the Pistons.
Yeah, he is too.
Andre
I'm
Drummond's
talking
not on the
about-
Pistons.
Yes, he is, idiot. You're thinking of
He's their
DeAndre
center.
Jordan.
Oh, that's right.
Fucking idiot. God damn.
You're right.
And they've been trying to build around him, but he's not good enough to build around. So they got Blake Griffin, who is, in my opinion, better than Andre Drummond. And
Yeah, he's more agile.
they need to fill in the guard positions and the small forward
They need
positions.
a lot
and
of
then
guards.
they're straight.
Now,
They're a good team.
if they would have gotten Lou Williams out of that trade,
There's no way they would have.
Yeah,
the Clippers would have traded Lou Williams.
That's their two best players.
yeah, they would. The clip. Oh no, DeAndre Jordan's up there. I mean,
They don't even. They honestly were thinking about trading him. They don't like him. They don't like him there.
I don't see the Pistons be. So then the next question is, how long until the Pistons are a threat?
Give them
It can
2
happen
3 years.
It can happen anytime.
Give them.
It's in the East. The East is not that
I
great.
say give
mean,
him a year or two.
the only
Let him
solid
pick up
team-
a point guard in the draft. If he turns out all right, then they're a good team.
the only solid team in the East.
Well, the
Is
Pistons
the
gave away their
Celtics.
2018 first round and their 2019 second round in the trade to the Clippers.
They can
I
still
understand.
draft
they can
people.
trade. They can also still trade for other draft picks.
With who?
Anybody. Every team has a first-round draft pick.
I understand, but they don't have
have.
anybody on their team that is good
he's
enough
got a good point.
to trade for that. That's what I'm saying. They're stripping all their draft picks to get these players, and they have no leverage to get anything else. They don't have any. Who are they going to trade for a star player?
Who's their
Who
point
are they
guard?
going to trade for a top draft?
They're
pick?
not deep. They're not.
They have no depth. Who are they going to trade Blake Griffin away? That's the only option. Trade
No,
Blake
that's
Griffin
not
or
true.
Andre Drummond, and
That's
they'll
not
get
true.
something.
That's not true.
Do you think they're going to trade one of their guards?
You got a good point.
Luke
Anthony.
John,
You definitely got a good point.
Luke
They could-
Kennard,
they could-
Reggie Jackson. They're gonna get a first round pick.
Or they're gonna wait. Or they're gonna wait until they do have those.
That's what I'm
those
saying.
picks.
They're gonna be. It's gonna take them 5 years.
No.
Until the Pistons are a
No.
threat.
No,
In the East.
I
Yes.
disagree. You can do a lot. I think
There's zero leverage on their team. They have leverage now with Blake Griffin, but they just acquired him, so they're obviously not going to trade him away. But I definitely think the Clippers won on that. The Pistons have a ways to go, and I think the Cavs made a turn for the better as of right now, just because of, like we said, they got
anything could happen in the East.
Younger.
The way that I look at it, the only solid team is the Celtics. Okay, right now they got a good coach. They got a good team too. They're young.
If the Celtics bring, if Gordon Hayward truly comes back, which honestly I don't think he should, they're fine without him, and I don't think they should risk it for maybe a possible career-ending injury.
You all right?
Sorry.
All right, let's talk about one more thing before we wrap it up. What do you think is going to happen with LeBron? What do you think after this season? In the next few years, whatever. What do you think is going to happen with LeBron?
I don't think he's going to the
LA baby.
No, he's not going to the Warriors. That would
I don't think he's going to go to the Warriors.
That would kill his legacy.
I mean, I could see him go to the Warriors just to get championships, but I don't think he will. I don't think that's the type of player
He's
that
not
he is. He's too
chasing-
much of a competitor.
Yeah.
I think what he wants. I think
He's
he wants
gotta go
to.
to the Spurs.
He wants to beat the Warriors.
he has to go to the Spurs.
No,
Yes,
he's not
he
going to go to
does.
the Spurs.
He has to
I
go
could
to
see
the
him.
Spurs.
I could see him
Kawhi
go to
has
the.
to come back,
I
and
can
they
see
need
him playing for Pop.
I could see
Yeah.
him. No. I could see him go to the Rockets. We were talking about
They'd
that.
be
that
solid.
They don't
listen,
know. They don't have enough money. I
and
was reading something that did.
fill that small forward position.
I mean, they could trade away. They could trade away
filled
other people.
that small forward position with LeBron James and had Chris Paul, James
They got
Harden,
draft picks, too.
LeBron, Clint Capella, and who's their power?
I don't know.
Did we just talk about it?
Shinanu Onuaku.
Yeah, you're right.
No, they don't really have one.
I think he has to get the hell out of Cleveland.
Really? I just don't see. I don't know.
They're trying. They've tried everything at this
Yeah.
point. They need. If they're not going to get a superstar, he has to go to superstars.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. And they can't get superstars.
Mm-hmm.
No superstar is going to come to the Cavs. I think the NBA is going to. The end of this year is going to be very interesting. Free agency is going to be awesome. And yeah. Any last Aiden? Any last words for the good of the people?
No, thanks for giving me a mic.
Yeah, I think it was fun. Aiden got to
Thanks,
talk
man.
a little bit.
I got
Don't-
2 strikes, but
2 strikes. Third one, you'll be out. Hunter,
Just stop all your head, Aiden.
anything for the good of the people?
Nope.
All right, thank you all. Oh, one big thing. Sorry to let you all. I forgot to tell you all. We are now on the podcast app on iPhone. So just go to the podcast app. It's a little purple square with a little antenna thing going up like this.
It's an
And
application.
type in on the search bar after the game, and if you all could subscribe to us, that'd be phenomenal. We'd appreciate it.
The iTunes podcast app. We don't have it on any other podcast apps.
Yeah, it's just on.
it's on SoundCloud.
If you have.
If you got an Android and you like sports, listen
If you
to
have
it
an
on SoundCloud.
iPhone, the podcast app is already on your phone. Just go to it, type in after the game, subscribe to us. That'd be awesome. We'd really appreciate it.
like and subscribe.
And then you could also, obviously, still keep up with us on YouTube if you all want to watch it. And
Yeah, I got a stream later tonight. Be playing Fortnite.
No, we're not doing that. Thank you all for watching so much. My name is Anthony Mikos, Hunter Cobb, Aidan Davis, and we are after the game. Peace out.